Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of To the Magic and Beyond. My name is Jordan, and I am here with my co-host, producer Courtney. Say hello.
Hello.
And producer Logan.
Hey, still stuck behind the camera over here.
And
Courtney got the promotion today. She looks more like Michelle, I guess.
Yeah. As you might have guessed by either watching the video or per introductions, we are one short today. We usually do our very best with everyone's schedules if we know someone's going to be out of town to try to pre-record some things, but every once in a while, schedules don't work out.
Life happens.
Life happens.
Yes. Looking at you, spirit.
Yeah.
And sickness.
Yes, sickness.
We had many plans.
Yeah,
we had at least 3 days that could have worked, and for whatever reason, through traveling, sickness, all sorts of stuff, it didn't work out to get some recordings in before Michelle had to go away for a couple of weeks on a work trip.
Yep.
So the three of us are holding down the fort here in the podcast world. And we apologize if Michelle is the only reason you tune in. You just have us.
Sorry.
But don't stop listening yet. Don't stop listening yet, because we're still going to have a lot of fun with it.
Yeah.
With her being gone. So
Yeah. We're going to have a good time.
If you're only here for Michelle, then stay tuned.
Yeah. Pick a new favorite. But we'll get by without her. We do miss her though. But you guys maybe at least this week, possibly next week, are going to be minus Michelle. We'll see how if her plans end up changing and she gets back to town early or not. But you guys just have to deal with us, so that's fine. But we were talking over topics and what might be fun ideas minus Michelle, because a lot of times Michelle will get FOMO or we just feel like a certain subject should have Michelle on it. So we wanted to be very strategic with what we talk about without Michelle. And kind of just through joking around, we thought maybe it might be fun, since Michelle is not here, to kind of see...
to talk about her.
Yeah, to talk about
I told you, don't go anywhere. This is a very Michelle-specific episode.
Yeah, it's
without
about her.
It's about her.
We're going to talk about her.
She does not know that we were doing this.
No.
It will be a surprise to her. And kind of in a way testing to see how well we know Michelle, but in a twisted, there's a twist. It's not a twisted.
How well do we
There's
know
a twist.
Michelle?
There was the idea of, we could try to see if we could plan Michelle's dream trip to Disney. But the more you think about that, it seems pretty easy at this point.
I think most of our listeners could plan Michelle's dream trip.
Yeah.
Just all the things. So we thought it would be a fun challenge. Oops, I dropped my pen. We thought it would be a fun challenge to see if the three of us live on air can put together Michelle's nightmare dream trip to Disney.
Michelle's nightmare Disney trip.
All the things go wrong.
And again, she does not know we're doing
Things
this.
she doesn't like.
And unless she changes and actually listens to the episodes after production, she may never know we've done this unless you all tell her. So
Yeah.
feel
We
free
also
to
thought it would be fun later on
comment.
to do an episode with her where we reveal to her the trip we planned for her to
Yes.
get her reaction.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it will be equally as entertaining.
Pretty fun.
My guess is she'll find out, because there's enough friends and relatives and coworkers that listen that they'll ask her about it.
Yeah.
But I'd also think that she's not going to know that we're doing this for a while.
She does see and share the posts on Facebook that have the title. So if we title
she'll comment.
so she'll see it. Yeah. And that might intrigue her to listen
Maybe
to
we should come up
beforehand,
with this subtle title that
subtle title
she doesn't really understand.
Or we can just tell her not to listen to it until we do our part 2 episode.
Yeah, that could ruin the future episode of revealing to her nightmare trip.
Yeah,
that
maybe
we planned.
we'll tell her that you're going to be intrigued by the title, but don't listen yet.
Please. Just wait.
But I think it'll be fun for us to do, and I think it will be equally as fun to hear her reaction when when we can do it.
So without further ado, no, I'm just kidding.
Let's plan a nightmare trip to Disney.
Michelle is driving and her car just broke down. There's number one.
Yeah. And it doesn't necessarily have to be things like going wrong per se, but just stuff that like,
Oh, I said scratch my whole list. Then.
oh, no. You can, bring it on. We're going to collaborate
kidding.
on this. So
kidding.
Just things that we know she doesn't particularly care
Yeah.
for
Right.
or enjoy.
she would probably
Whether it's
not
the
choose.
season.
Oh,
yeah.
We are working together live right now to do that. We've only mentioned a couple of things in
We
passing.
intentionally did not pregame
Yeah.
this episode.
But the three of us might have completely different ideas, but we have not discussed them yet.
Yeah.
So we're
Like,
gonna
I
we're
don't
gonna
even think about season.
we're gonna
Yeah,
brain.
no.
But that's why it works because we're gonna work together to brainstorm
Yeah.
this like to a T. So I'm excited. A couple of friends of ours have pitched in an idea or two as well.
Oh, yes.
So we'll have
Yeah.
to
That is true.
make sure I think we all would have pitched in a few
Yeah.
pretty crazy ideas. A lot of you are at home thinking right now, what
I'm
would
interested to
Michelle
see if
not
anybody
think?
will add their
Yeah.
comments
Ooh, yeah.
when we
Leave some
release the
comments.
episode. Like, what do you think?
Yeah.
Did
Because
we-
like you
Mom
said,
would-
I feel like everyone
Would hate.
actually really well would know what to do here.
Yep.
So maybe let's go ahead and start with season because I feel like
Yeah.
that's a important.
Yeah.
Well, and I think I'm going to be leaning on you a lot for some of these,
Mm-hmm.
Courtney. There's a lot of different seasonal things, but I'm first thinking hot or cold. I know she hates cold.
She hates cold.
But would she rather be there in 110 degrees or like 30 degrees?
She would prefer hot, like she has said, like she'd go back in July,
Okay.
like
Before-
or August, like
yeah.
when we went. Like I feel like she would
So, like,
prefer to be hot and it be sunny
So for
than
this
it be
trip,
cold and have to wear your winter coat.
it's going to be the 25-year blizzard in
Yeah.
Yeah.
in
The year the
Florida.
orange is freezing.
The
and
year the
hopefully
orange is free.
this is all. But
Yeah, we're not
Write that-
wishing a freeze
I'm
on
not
Florida.
wishing
Write that down.
freeze.
The year the oranges freeze is the week.
That's how cold it'll
is the
be
week
when
she's
she's
there.
there.
We've
So
got our
we're
season.
targeting winter
Season,
season.
yeah.
The winter season.
Not necessarily Christmas time,
But
because she
just-
does like it at Christmas.
Yeah.
But
And she just went in late January and it got a little chilly.
it got a little
You
chilly.
really can't predict when it's going to be that cold.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
That's
can
why
predict when
we're
it's gonna be
just a
that
cold,
hot.
when it's a cold spell.
Yeah, we're just gonna say it's sometime
She ends up
in the
being
winter
there when
and
it's a cold.
cold.
They have the cold spell.
Okay, so
Yeah.
another weather related.
She
I was
tracks
thinking
and rain.
she tracks it.
She attracts, like she
She
attracts
tracks-
the
Oh.
cold
Yeah.
weather.
So my weather thought was another hurricane that closes the parks
Oh.
down. So she could be there during a January blizzard hurricane.
I will say the year that we went at Christmas time and we did hit the cold snap because we had to wear our winter coats and it rained
Yeah, ugh.
while we were
Yeah.
there. So it was not only very cold where we had to
But
wear
wet.
winter coats in
Yeah.
Florida, but it was wet.
She
Okay.
enjoyed aspects of her hurricane trip
Yeah.
because she got
Even-
like free intermission
the-
in the
yeah.
Magic Kingdom for the day and
Yeah.
all
So,
sorts of stuff.
I'm just thinking of it being completely shut down, but that's
Yeah.
fair. That's
Yeah.
fair.
Yeah, so I would say, although hurricane is a great idea,
Yeah.
I think winter, where it's definitely cold,
Cold with
and
maybe
there's
some
probably going to be a couple
rainy
rainy days,
days.
is our
Now, can this at least
is our
be
setting the scene.
Yeah.
setting the scene, cold rain?
Yeah.
And if you're talking early January, have the cheerleaders started yet?
Oh, probably.
Like, is
I
the
feel like
park's
you
going to
hit
be?
Say at that point.
Yeah, lots of
Inundated with
cheerleaders.
cheerleaders.
So
around.
crowded.
Yeah, crowded.
Not just crowded with
She's-
teenagers.
She's going the peak weekend of whenever the cheerleading competition. is.
When everybody is still in the competition and hasn't been eliminated yet. So
Yeah.
like every team's
Just the start of it.
Yeah.
there. Yeah. Deal.
Got it.
But Jordan is jotting down notes so that
Mm-hmm.
we can literally
At the
have
end,
an
we
itinerary.
can run through our itinerary.
Yes. Yeah. Let me check my. I had some notes written down, but I really just had hot, cold, and hurricane. So we kind of
Yeah.
covered
Okay.
all that as far as weather.
Alright.
Is there anything else on that note though?
No, I think that's
so.
pretty.
I think we covered the season.
I think
'cause
we
that's,
nailed
like,
the worst
her
time for her to be
least favorite environment.
there. Yeah.
Okay.
It's cold and she's not even getting the benefit of the low crowd part of the cold
Yeah,
season.
yeah.
Yes, and in that time of year, parks generally close earlier,
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Mhm.
They
and
close
nighttime
early.
hits earlier.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think
Yep.
that's a good start
Important.
there.
Yes, I think
Yep.
we're on.
Now go ahead.
No, you can go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna say, it's hard to do this because you could literally say a 3-year trip is terrible, but it could also be good for her. So
Yeah.
Do we give her 1 day?
I think
One
more
day is
than
a terrible
1
trip.
day.
I think for the sake of having more fun things to plan for us,
Yeah.
we need to go multiple days. Probably a worst case scenario for Michelle, though, would be like she only has 1 day to be there.
But yeah.
Yes.
But I think for the sake of the episode and being able to include more fun things,
Yeah.
we should give her a few days.
Deal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Deal. She needs more than 1 night at the Days Inn.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying? Because that's where I'm putting her. I don't know about you all. She is
Off site and at the
Off-site.
Days Inn.
off site. So now she can stay for 3 months.
Did you look up a specific hotel, or are you just guessing that there was a Days Inn?
I looked up a specific. I feel like Days Inn has been. No offense, Days Inn CEO, if you're listening. I feel like Days Inn has been joked about. Like that's just the one we
Yeah,
hit
that
on.
she
There's
mentions.
probably plenty of
Yeah.
shady hotels around
yeah.
there, but
Like
that's
a
the one that's been
Super
mentioned
8.
at some point before.
Okay.
So I did look some up, and there is one that was like $61 a night.
Nice.
Perfect.
It had 3.7 stars.
She'll be glad about the price, but she's going to be off site. So
So she's off site and at the Days Inn.
At the Days
Yeah.
Inn offsite, which means let's talk about
how
the
far
offsite.
away was the hotel?
It
Did
was
you
by
happen to
Universal. How
notice?
far? No offense to Universal either, but that's the one I found.
I would say depending on traffic, because you can / will hit I-4 traffic probably between 25 and 30 minutes, I would
So-
say. Like
okay.
Get
So-
to
minimum
the-
to get to the park.
I don't even know if this
Yeah.
is a real thing, but when I brainstormed this, I thought she's staying at the Days Inn off of I-4. Like that's
Yeah.
how I saw it in my head.
Yeah.
So I found one that looked like it was off of I-4. There may be a worse one than the
Yeah.
one near Universal.
No, I
but
mean,
it,
I feel
it
like
looked
that's
like it was near Universal.
because you're putting her off site and she has a drive. You know, like there
Yeah.
are non-Disney properties that are within 5 to 10 minutes
good neighbor
of the
hotels.
parks. Yeah.
or even not.
But you're putting her off site and a commute.
Is
it was
this
the only thing available because of cheerleading weekend.
Yeah.
The Days Inn. on
is she
Idaho.
alone on this trip or is she with a group?
Which would she like worse?
I don't know for this.
If she's got to drive, and I think she's well, she's either alone or she's with people she doesn't want to be with anyway.
Okay.
But we can't.
We don't have to
won't
name them.
name names though.
I don't know that I would know any. I mean, most of the people I know that she
I feel
goes
like
with, she likes.
she's
So.
enjoyed most of the people she's gone with.
Has she ever
Yeah.
been by herself?
No,
Not
no.
really. I actually feel like she would struggle being by herself.
Yeah, she would talk
She
to
loves
strangers.
the experience of. Yeah, that's true. She would do well by herself.
Yeah.
She travels all the
She
time
would
by
do
herself. But
really well.
We'll keep that idea. We'll play it out more, and we'll come back to that and see if we have a decision after we have
Okay.
other. So, like,
we'll see what we plan for her.
Okay.
if she drove and did she drive or fly? I would say she drove.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say driving.
Driving.
is worse for her.
Yeah, because other than the money, flying's usually better.
And
Yeah.
she has to commute to.
Yes, and
Yes.
she has to drive
So
to the
she
park.
has
So
a car.
if she
The
went with a
car, so
group of
she's-
10,
yeah.
that would be terrible. But if she went by herself, the driving isn't as bad.
I'm
But
thinking maybe we keep her by herself just
Okay.
because
Yeah.
it might get more complicated to try to include others in
Yeah.
there.
yeah,
So
but just think
she's-
about making reservations with a
she's
group of 10.
there
you know.
solo. You know,
Okay.
she has the annual pass and none of us have it. So
Yeah.
this was a trip
This is
that
a solo
Oh.
trip.
had to
That's
go
right.
down there.
Okay.
None of us were available to go.
Yep.
But she really wanted
she
to go
really
in early
wanted to go.
For some
January
reason, she has to be there.
Yeah.
with the
A
cheerleaders.
specific popcorn bucket is being released, and she
Oh.
has to have it, and no one else is going to be there.
All of her
during that
personal
time.
shoppers were out of town.
Yep.
She had to get this popcorn bucket. Let's fast forward and say that the popcorn bucket is sold out.
Yes, that's what I was.
So write that down. Said popcorn bucket is sold out by her park day. And it was only at Animal Kingdom, which, if we're talking early January of 2027,
It closes.
close,
Really
well, it's not
early.
even going to have all the new stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. We
Probably.
don't officially have open
Probably
dates,
no
but
Indiana
I
Jones.
doubt they make it by January.
Probably no Tropical
of
Americas.
27.
So she had to go to Animal Kingdom at least one day because that's where the popcorn bucket
Okay.
was. And now she's at Animal Kingdom without her popcorn bucket.
Okay. How many days are we giving her?
I think she needs, park days, she needs at least a day at each park.
You think so?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
So
think we're
we've
going to do
got-
a day at each park,
So no park hopper. We're making her
Well, she
do
has an
one day.
annual.
Oh yeah, that's true. She
but
has
we're
her
not
annual.
going to do park hopper. She
Yeah.
doesn't usually
Or we
do
could. We'll
park
see how it
hopper.
goes. Maybe
We'll
she gets
see.
stuck on a bus while she's
So
hopping.
we probably have her check-in day.
Okay.
4 park days and check out probably.
Or
do
to
we
make it worse, she's trying to go to the park on her check-in day. So she drove overnight, stayed in southern Georgia, got up super early, and Animal Kingdom was her first park, and so she got there, but she missed open, and then they were sold out of the popcorn bucket.
Because she couldn't get there at
She
open.
couldn't get there.
So she couldn't get there at open.
Okay.
Okay, so that would be check-in / park day.
Yeah.
And then
We got to make it hard.
three
full
full
days.
3 full days.
Yeah.
And then check out. So maybe like a 5-day trip.
5-day trip.
Yeah.
Okay.
But day one was her choice because she's going for that popcorn
Yeah.
bucket. Yep.
Yep. So 5-day trip. Okay.
Yeah.
So day.
You go ahead.
Do we want to start with day
No,
1? Or
I don't want to go in order because I'm already bouncing around
Okay.
everywhere
Okay.
anyway. You have to write it in order. You got to figure that out.
I feel like those are all the generic
Yeah.
decisions.
Oh,
that
you
need
would
to be
think.
made, right? Just as far as like how long, how many park days we think we're doing,
The
season, and her
Where
hotel,
she's staying. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
that she's
Now, I did
driving.
have written down, I don't think we're going to be able to. I had water park written down,
No.
like super bad sunburn kind of thing.
Oh.
But in January.
I don't think that will work
Yeah,
for our
shoot.
season that
All
we
right,
picked
scratch
out.
that. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah.
I just wrote down
if
a
we
lot
were
of
going in
options.
the summer, that
Yeah.
could for sure have been.
Oh, for sure.
But for our specific season,
Yeah.
that's a good thought.
So back to Days Inn. Now we got to talk about what comes with this.
oh yeah, you're right.
You now have to drive every day to the park.
She's got a
Pay for
25 to
parking.
30 minimum. Could hit Orlando traffic
Yes.
worse because she's going or she's going to try to get there early, but now she has to. Well,
But she
her
can't do early
annual
entry.
Pass, does she have to pay for parking if we're giving her an annual pass?
No, I guess not.
We'll say she thought that was a benefit of driving.
Yeah.
But now she can't do early entry.
No early entry.
Yep.
So rope
Yep.
drop is like the
She-
traditional.
She has to do the traditional rope drop if she's
with
gonna
everybody
do
else.
it.
Yes, and she's already missed it at Animal Kingdom because she came in
Yeah.
on 2 wheels that
And
morning.
mostly she
Man.
doesn't get dropped right at the gate either.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. She's
she
got
has
to
to drive,
commute in.
Drive and walk in from the parking
Yeah.
lot,
She'll
and
have to use parking lot.
she won't be.
Transportation.
This is a little bit off, but she won't be able to make any reservations
Oh, that's
early.
right. Yeah.
Because she's not staying on site.
Yeah, all of her lightning lanes
3
will
days?
have to be made 3 days prior.
And that doesn't matter if she's an annual pass holder or
Nope.
not. Sorry, Michelle.
Yeah.
That's why the locals don't like it.
Yep.
Because they're
Yeah.
annual pass holders, but they can't make their
So
reservation.
leading up to this trip, she has not made. She wasn't able to make reservations 7
She
days
had
out.
to make her reservation for her park days, though, right? With annual pass.
With her annual pass, she did have to make a park reservation, which she can make those in advance.
advance,
But
yeah.
her lightning lane, she could not do until 3 days out. And
dining
she had to do it 1 day at a time, I believe.
1 day at a time.
So she had to wake up at least 4 days in a row
And
to do
I'm
her
guessing
lightning
that
lane
means-
selections at 6 a.m.
I
Central.
haven't even started the trip.
means
yeah,
what
she's
it-
already hating it.
that means whatever day is park 4, she has to make those reservations while driving to Animal Kingdom. Right?
Yeah, because that would be
Because that would be 3 days.
she has to start her.
Because that would be 3 days ahead.
Yeah.
So let's make that day Magic Kingdom,
Man.
naturally. Day 4 is Magic Kingdom.
Okay.
When she had to make all of her reservations while driving to Animal Kingdom. Yeah. Okay, write that down. Sorry, Michelle. Newsflash, you're actually going to have to do this. We're going to take you on
She
this
would
trip.
never.
All right. Any other
I feel like just the off-site part of it, she'd be like, I'm
no,
out.
I'm done. Yeah.
days what?
No.
Not even a oh well.
But as
no.
we just discussed, there's a lot of perks to staying on site that make this trip not great.
Yes.
So.
Yes. Can you get all those perks at a Good Neighbor hotel?
No.
No. So just at Disney resorts.
Mm-hmm.
Oof, man.
Yeah. They try to make it enticing to you.
There might have been some other. What did you call them? Generic,
Yeah, like general details.
like weather, season, resort.
Yeah.
I wouldn't call it a resort.
Aren't day
But-
specific.
Okay.
Again, we're not throwing shade at Days Inn. If that's your
No.
choice of hotel, it's totally fine.
It's just not mom's
for
choice
Michelle,
of hotel.
it is not
Yeah.
her choice.
And again, that just came to mind because I think we've referenced it as a
yeah, I feel like
negative
that's
joke
when she
before.
pulled up. Yeah, we could have picked any
I've stayed at several
budget
Days Inn.
hotel
Yeah.
offsite. We just had to Logan went the extra mile for this and found an actual hotel.
I just searched Days Inn because we've talked about it before. That's all.
I like it. I like the commitment.
Motel 6. How about that? Nights Inn.
Nights Inn.
With the K. Nights Inn. All right.
She gets a castle theme at least, right?
She gets a castle theme at the Nights Inn.
Oh, man.
$49.99 a night. Heated interior pool, probably not. All right, so where are we at now? Animal Kingdom?
Yeah.
How's it?
Yeah.
Are we going to go in order? Well,
I feel
It
like once have we gotten all of our generic details out of the way?
maybe unless I think of
and-
more.
Yeah.
And maybe go by day.
I think that
at
would be
this point.
simplest.
We can try, but if I have a really
If
good
you have
idea,
another idea, we can jot it down
We
and
can
come
bounce
back
it,
to
yeah.
like where we were.
But probably
where we
for
left
our
off.
brains, we should
Yeah,
to
I
go.
feel like we kind of got to go in order, like we're telling a story.
Yeah.
Magic Kingdom's
What
Day
is
4, right?
For the sake of our listeners, they probably need
Yeah.
it. They want it. Yeah. We have MK Day 4 and AK Day 1 so far.
Right. And so she's already there.
Yeah,
This
so
is
Animal
the drop
Kingdom
of the new popcorn bucket.
Is her arrival day.
She missed it.
I think Hollywood should be the last day, just because in
Oh.
some of our past trips, Hollywood has been our worst day.
And there's less big rides there. So
Mm-hmm.
if she's getting her lightning lane 3 days out, like she might not get a Slinky Dog
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, but it would be 3 days out regardless of which day she goes.
Sorry. Yeah. Oh, yeah, you're right.
Well.
I just said Magic Kingdom because that's the one that has so many rides. And if
Is Magic Kingdom the final park day?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
then
only said that because that
Oh,
would make that the one
that's fine.
that you're
I
booking
thought there was a
lightning
day
lanes.
after.
But we can
that we were
switch
planning.
it.
No.
Well, but hang on. Do you think her going to Hollywood Studios on the like if that's her end of her trip, would that possibly make it worse?
If it was the
A
end,
day, yeah. Instead of ending at Magic Kingdom,
possibly.
okay, because we can switch them.
I mean, it depends
Because
on how
now-
bad the day goes. Honestly.
Because now she's booking Hollywood Studios lightning lanes while driving on the way to Animal
And
Kingdom.
she doesn't get Slinky Dog.
And there's only
Yeah.
2 or 3 that she might want.
Let's do it. We'll put Hollywood Studios there.
Okay.
And she doesn't get there in time for rope drop. And Mrs. Rope dropping Slinky Dog.
She can't rope
Because
drop.
there was a wreck.
Because she had to drown. And everybody was okay, but it caused a lot of traffic.
But she
She didn't have to
she
stop.
didn't get a
Or-
rope drop Slinky.
She has trouble getting in because her ticket doesn't work. You can also go there.
That also could happen.
Yeah.
So let's just pick right now, at least for now, what I always think of Epcot as the most walking. Maybe I'm wrong, but do we want her to go to Epcot on day 2 or 3? Do we want Magic Kingdom on day 2 or 3? What do you think? Jordan's like, I've already got it written at the bottom of my page.
No, I don't actually.
MK?
Hmm?
You had MK written at the bottom.
Oh, I did, but I scratched it out.
Oh, okay.
I switched it to Hollywood.
Or be
Studios.
thinking about that because like those
Yeah.
2 are probably the most walking and the most intense.
Yeah.
Let's see how our day at Animal Kingdom goes.
Well, it's
Okay.
not going well because it's a nightmare trip.
Nightmare
Okay.
tree, yeah. Okay,
So-
so day 1, we're starting her off at Animal Kingdom. She
Doesn't she? Her first stop is she's getting that popcorn bucket. It dropped today.
yeah, but
it
because
was
she
sold
didn't
out.
get in for early entry, her popcorn bucket
It's sold out.
sold
Sold
out.
out.
So now the whole trip is a waste. And she's
And somehow, for the remainder of the trip, she also cannot have popcorn as a snack.
it's sold out.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
It's
There's no popcorn.
there was a virus that was tracked back to
to popcorn.
popcorn, and they are not serving popcorn at any park for the foreseeable future.
It's not an option.
No
Terrible
popcorn.
time for
Or
her.
you go the other way around, and World has now adopted the Disneyland plan where you don't get free refills. You have to pay for your popcorn refills.
Let's not.
And she can't even get
I
the
don't wanna
bucket
give
she
Disney
wants.
any ideas.
We will edit that part
Fake
out.
virus is much better.
Fake virus at Disney is much better.
We don't want to.
Fake virus at Disney is much better than paid popcorn.
We don't
Okay.
want it to actually become her nightmare.
So she settles for a tiger tail
Yeah.
and gets food poisoning.
Oh no, no.
Oh, no.
Okay,
We can't
so
keep giving her bad
No.
idea, bad fake diseases. We just have to say like what she just wouldn't.
She's
enjoy
not getting
doing.
her favorite snack.
Yeah.
not getting popcorn.
She
Will she
doesn't
get
get
it? But she
popcorn.
will pivot to tiger tail at this point. Her
Yeah, we can
morning's
give-
going
yeah.
terrible. No
we can
popcorn
give her a
bucket.
tiger tail.
She already knows they are not serving popcorn for the rest of the trip, so she gets a tiger tail. Woohoo!
Yeah.
Chalk one up for Michelle.
There has to be some things that she'll enjoy.
It's not a nightmare after all.
Okay, so she gets there, no popcorn bucket, no popcorn, period. That she knows she can't have it the whole trip, but she does get a tiger tail.
Yep.
So she's good to go there. If let's see, we're probably assuming Tropical Americas is not open,
Yeah.
so none of that
Correct.
is an option for her to go on.
Yeah.
Should we start her off at Cali Rapids?
In January?
Yeah.
Yeah.
open.
The only lightning lane
Not
that was
closed
available
for maintenance yet.
Yeah.
For the season.
The only lightning lane that was available 3 days out was Cali River
Yep.
Rapids.
She had to start her day at Cali Rapids, which she normally doesn't go on, period, but
Yep.
let alone on a chillier day
Yep.
in January.
And then we'll say there's some other lightning lanes available, but that was her first one.
yeah.
And then she booked Finding Nemo show second. So now she has to go sit in
Sit
the
in
air
the cold.
conditioning after Cali River Rapids.
It is always really cold
It
in
is
there.
really cold in there.
Yep. Colder than the Lion King show or Zootopia.
I'm just going to put burr.
Does she
then-
ride? I mean, we don't have to do everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does something get broken down? Do we make her ride Flight of
Ooh,
Passage?
No, don't make her ride Flight of Passage, but maybe make her walk from Finding Nemo all the way to the Navi River boat ride, and then get there and it broke down.
Broke down.
Oof.
So she
So she-
pivots and goes to the safari.
Sure.
Yeah.
And we'll let her
Navi
have
River
that
Journey
one.
is out,
She
so she
likes
can
the
ride safari.
But she has to wait an hour for it because
Yes.
there were no lightning lanes
Yep.
Yeah.
available.
Yeah, so she waits an hour for for safari, and then most of the animals are like not out because it's cold.
Yep.
In fact, it would be as cold as possible. Most of the animals are going to be up. So there's that. Now she goes back to Navi River Journey, and it's still closed because her MDE app is not working.
No, no.
And she doesn't know that. Just kidding. Just kidding. We can move on to another day now. We can come back and forth if you want.
Yeah. I mean, Animal Kingdom would probably close pretty early, so
Yeah.
by the time
and I'm
she-
trying to think at this point,
yeah.
without the new lands
Yeah.
being done,
Everest.
it'd probably be a pretty
she
short
can't.
day.
She
I
doesn't
know.
ride Everest.
Yeah.
Though.
Well, that's gonna. I mean, look, if we're planning a nightmare trip, we've got 4 parks of things she doesn't ride. I'm gonna mention every single one of them.
We can throw one in every once in a while,
Okay.
but
Okay, so Mission
Yeah.
Space Orange is a go.
yeah, that one's
When we get to Epcot, you better believe
yeah,
she's getting on Mission Space Orange.
yeah.
The only 2 things I thought of
I
before
feel like
this.
that's the only one we can make her
Yeah.
ride on the nightmare.
The
trip.
only
Yeah.
2 things I thought of before this trip were Days
She
In
might
and
be
Mission
out.
Space Orange. So
Yeah, I feel like the rest of her day though, Animal Kingdom can go. You know, it's fairly easy
Yeah.
at that
Yeah.
point.
She's
you know,
just cold.
there's
She
a lot
got-
more stuff there just to walk around
She
and
got wet
see.
really early.
Yeah.
yeah,
She's
In the
probably just
day.
not enjoying
Yeah.
it,
Yeah.
but she's toughing it
Yeah.
out. She's trying to make the most of it.
she
so,
probably got some decent food, but like it's
Probably
just not
didn't-
making up for
She
it.
probably didn't stay till close.
yeah.
for
She,
Animal
she
Kingdom.
needed to go check in at Days Inn.
Does she? Yeah, she had to check in.
Yeah.
Does
She
she
hasn't
eat at
checked
Tusker House or no?
Oh,
Oh,
She
nah.
tried to give it another chance.
Nah, we'll
Nah.
let her skip
Okay.
it.
we'll skip that one.
It's going from nightmare to
We're too
kind of bad
nice.
dream.
Well,
I mean,
So
it
she's
is
not
a
even-
nightmare. She didn't get a popcorn
Yeah,
bucket,
and
and
she's
she's
not
not getting
getting
popcorn.
And she's checking in at the Days In soon.
we ruined a lot of her trip just with those first 3
Yes.
decisions.
Yes.
So no Tusker House.
No.
She's not going to try to give it a second chance.
No.
No.
Okay.
We'll say that her main thing for Animal Kingdom was the popcorn bucket.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And then the rides just were hit or miss
Yeah.
and got wet and it was cold.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Long wait for the safari because,
It's
not
like
very
the
many
only
other
other
rides.
thing that
Yeah.
she could ride.
But we will say
If you think about it.
Yeah.
we will say this is how bad it was. She strongly considered Everest and Flight of Passage
Just to ride
Just to
something.
ride something.
She considered it.
because Navi was down.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
But okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
And then
right.
she has to drive back to,
To the
Days
days
Inn.
in. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, does she, since she's leaving early, are we going to plan a Disney Springs? Is there any Disney Springs trips? Because I got some stuff.
We can. I mean, we could add that into this day. Maybe like she goes and
Just
she
she left
checks
early.
in,
This is a shorter day.
drops her bags, and then she decides to drive back to Disney Springs.
Yeah, she doesn't go straight to Disney Springs. She's mad. She goes and checks in because you don't want to check in late at the day's end because they might give your room away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she goes and checks in, but then she decides to get back out and go to Springs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because she probably wouldn't like that on a normal. She would probably not choose to go back to her offsite hotel and then
drive back to Disney property.
Springs.
No, but she's trying to make the most of it because day one hasn't been good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she gets there.
Trying to think of what her favorite place to eat
A
at
lot of
is
rain would be
there.
good.
Yeah.
Just this
The
whole
cold,
trip just rainy.
the cold night rain at Disney. Well, because the Springs, you're not even like. I guess you can go inside the stores, but to get anywhere, you
There's
have
not
to
a
be
lot
outside.
of coverage.
There's not any covered.
Not a lot of cover.
awnings
You
or
can't stand
anything.
in a queue at a ride.
Nope.
Yeah.
You can go in and eat, but like, are you
Yeah.
going to do anything else? So maybe some rain that night, some cold winter rain. Sorry,
Yeah.
Michelle. I had another one here. I don't
Logan
know
has
if
a
you
whole
guys-
list of bad
Yeah.
things he wants to happen to you at Disney. I'm not sure
These
like,
would be bad for us
what
too.
you did to him, but he's
Nothing.
prepared.
Yeah, I don't know that I want to go on this trip.
I don't think any of us want to go on this trip, but we're not the ones skipping out of the podcast. So.
She's not willingly not here. I'm
I
sure.
know she really wishes she could be
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
And we know we could probably Skype her in and do some sort of episode like that. But honestly, this is a lot of fun. So, in my opinion,
I did not think about Disney Springs because I only thought of like Disney Springs equals
Yeah.
shopping and
Yeah.
like fun times. So
Yes,
you'll have
well,
to tell
so,
us.
but so the parks don't equal fun times.
No, they do. Sorry, I just couldn't think of anything like that she would
know.
plan negatively at Springs. So you'll have to give us your ideas.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, World of Disney is closed for a private event.
Oh.
Somebody rented out World of Disney, so now there's no
Man.
major
Wow.
merch shopping. Yeah.
Has that ever happened?
I don't know. But we have experienced things at other places, like when we were in New York, where like certain things get rented
Yeah.
out for a private event, and it was just closed, and you're
And
like,
that was your only time to go
yeah.
there.
Or like I know specifically at Magic Kingdom when someone does a wedding at the castle, they do it before park hours. But there are
Yeah.
lots of things in life where if someone's got the money and they rent it out for a private event,
Oh,
you're just
yeah.
out of luck.
yeah.
Especially that time of year too. Like,
Yeah.
and we can go back to this for like a Hollywood Studios Day, whatever. But a lot of times, Hollywood Studios that time of year has to close early for special events because they'll do a lot of like the award ceremonies
Yeah.
for the cheerleaders. So
Oh, really?
we could potentially.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Although we said it was at the beginning of the cheerleading
Well, yeah, but
season,
she's there for 4 days. They do multiple competitions.
and that was her last day.
Yeah. So we could
Deal.
throw that in there.
No, I just wrote. I was thinking about Springs, and obviously you were talking about food, so we can get back to that.
Yeah.
But what can go wrong at Springs? Well, to me, the weather is key there because you're out a lot, and then
Yeah.
other than it's just food and merch.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, World of Disney is the best store overall, and if she can't get in, why can she not get in? Other than it just being closed,
Yeah.
Yeah.
we'll just say there's some sort of private event, so now she
Yeah.
can't get into World of
Okay.
Disney.
Did you have anything else for your Disney Springs?
No, y'all go ahead. No, those are the two things I wrote down, but you mentioned food. You got something?
Yeah. I was trying to think of a place that she really likes to eat at Springs.
She likes
I know she
Boathouse.
loves the Boathouse.
She likes Deluxe Burger.
And she likes Deluxe Burger.
She liked Summer House when y'all were there.
Is there any restaurant there that, like, if that was her only option or somehow she got stuck there, she just wouldn't be thrilled about it? Like the Guy's Chicken or something.
Yeah,
like
she
that?
doesn't like that.
Is that there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say Blaze Pizza. But
Well, I was
We have those
thinking
everywhere
pizza
else.
at first because she hasn't
She
been
doesn't
loving
love
pizza
pizza.
lately, but
Yeah.
the
Guy's
chicken,
Chicken and
she
Fries.
doesn't like it. Like,
And look,
I don't mind it. Like, I thought it was fine when we tried it.
I did not like it, so
It
I don't
was
mind.
fine.
I don't mind shouting out
But,
negatively, Guy's Chicken and Fries. It wasn't that good.
She did not enjoy it. So,
Okay.
Guy, you need to improve
That's
your
her dinner.
chicken. So Guy's Chicken and Fries at Springs.
yep.
Rainy
That's what she
day at Springs to end her Animal Kingdom day.
World of Disney's closed.
World of Disney's closed,
Private
and she
event.
had to eat at Guy's Chicken and Fries
Yep.
before going back and trying to get some sleep for her next
In fact,
day.
I don't think this blocks Guy's Chicken and Fries off. I'm pretty sure. Let's say whatever that private event is also using that amphitheater down there.
Oh yeah,
For like a
it's
show.
like that whole side.
So that
is
whole
shut
side
off.
is just
Oh,
shut
the whole
off.
Disney
Yeah.
That
side.
whole side is
It
just
would
shut
that
off.
would force her to be over
Yeah.
at
Guys.
Guys.
Yeah.
So
There you go.
yeah.
Wow.
Yum yum.
Yeah.
I did have something else that's a little more generic that we could start here, but it could come into play later. But it has to do with merch.
Oh.
Because she's all about the merch.
Yes.
Oh, are you limiting
So,
her merch?
I'm thinking because it's so crowded, they are just everything she likes are
Oh,
out,
they
they're
don't
out
have
of her
her
size.
size or something.
They're just out of her size and everything she likes, and she cannot find anything.
That's sad.
And since it was cold, she went ahead and packed, the proper outerwear, but she just can't find any merch she likes at Springs or otherwise. Maybe.
Yeah, that would be a sad trip.
That
Either
was-
that or
is
just say
sad.
she can only buy one piece of merch.
We got to limit her somehow through
Yeah.
realistic.
Because again, it's just more things that like she wouldn't choose to do or she
Yeah.
wouldn't pick for herself. And
Yeah.
she would obviously choose to buy more than one piece
I kind of
merch.
like the idea that it's so crowded and
crowded.
there's a lot of the things that she ends up liking or that she saw ahead of time,
Yep.
like
Yeah, she
online that
normally
she
has
was
an idea.
looking,
Yep.
she knew she would look for. They end up not having her
no
size.
size.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's the most realistic way to get around the
Yeah.
merch. Other than
Yeah.
they didn't run out
Because
of
I don't
it.
think you can just
And there's no virus
say
on the
she's
merch.
you're limited to one thing per day. Like
Yeah. Now, if
That would be pretty hard to do.
If it was like we plan a trip and because you lost a bet, you have to go on it.
Yeah.
We could limit her to one piece of
Yeah.
merch.
well, yeah,
But this is just, it turns into a nightmare trip. I think they just don't have her size.
yeah.
Yeah.
Across the board.
yeah.
So any of the parks as well.
All right,
All right.
back to the days in
She's gone back to the days in.
for the night.
She's hopefully getting a good night's sleep.
She's
We don't
not.
really know.
It was exterior
She's
entry
thinking
off of
about
I-4.
she's thinking about her decision the whole night of why she chose to stay off property. Maybe even looked up to see if there were any possibility of rooms available on site, but they're
There's
not
not.
available. It's too late.
There is one room available at, what's that resort she doesn't know?
That she doesn't like.
Yeah, Old Key West.
Yeah.
But it's $8,000 a night. So like, could
She's
she
like, nah.
change?
But she decides no.
Yeah, she decides to stay at the
She's
Days
gonna,
Inn.
she's gonna suck it up. I
Day two.
think where do we think she should go? Epcot or Magic?
I think do y'all have a preference?
I was gonna say Epcot.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I think she goes to Epcot for a few reasons. One,
It's not her favorite.
and it's one of the most tiring.
Yeah.
And at this point, she's looking for anything to be positive,
Mm-hmm.
and I think she might get that from Magic, or so she thinks.
Yeah.
So we'll save Magic
Yeah.
for day 3.
Okay.
So she's at Epcot again. She's off site, so she has to commute.
in.
She has to
No
park in the
Skyline,
parking
right.
lot, take the
little
tram.
to-
Can only do regular rope drop. We'll let her get there on time
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
regular rope
Since
drop.
there were there's only 3 days in advance, so the only good Lightning lanes available. Tron was gone.
That's not
Yeah.
it.
No, that's right. I'm sorry. That's Magic Kingdom. I was thinking Guardians, but she doesn't like Guardians.
Yeah, she won't go.
Oh,
on Guardians.
Test Track. Test
Yeah,
Track is
Test Track
gone.
could be good.
Test Track is
Yeah,
gone.
that's-
No Lightning Lane for Test Track.
Yeah.
It's new, exciting.
Yeah. It's the
Yeah.
one that runs out the
But-
quickest right now.
She booked a Mission Space Lightning Lane because she was just trying to scan in to get more Lightning Lanes available. So she went ahead and took a Mission Space.
And she was originally just going to scan in and not go on the ride, but for some reason the cast
They
members
require
make
you.
her go on the ride
Yes.
to open up her next lightning
They
lane.
so day one. So within 10 minutes of being at Epcot, she is forced to ride Mission Space Orange.
Can you imagine?
Now, a friend of ours who listens.
Should we
had-
at least let her go on green, or
Yeah, but we'll say she forgot which one was the worst one. She thought
she
orange
goes
was.
to orange on accident?
I remember green being bad, so orange has got to be better. So she's stuck on Mission Space Orange.
Yeah.
On riding it.
Yeah.
Now, a friend of ours who listens said that she should get stuck on this ride. Now,
no.
we could make her get stuck on any ride. I don't know if we do this to her or not.
No, I think
I
it's
don't
bad
think
enough that we're
this
making her
one
get
you
on
should
it.
Make her get stuck.
And
on
this one, to be fair, if you get stuck in it, you're just sitting in a capsule for
She
like
gets
there's-
stuck and go.
There's nothing scary.
it's a malfunction.
We can't stop it. Okay,
No,
so
she
she has
might-
to ride orange
she
if
might
she's going to
literally
go about
not
her day.
survive for the rest of the trip
Oof.
Okay.
if they did that. So,
So
I
sorry.
think we can get her stuck on a different ride later
Yeah.
on.
Okay. So
But she does have
she
to
does ride
accidentally
it.
ride it.
And she didn't have Dramamine or anything ahead of time because she wasn't planning to ride it.
right. So now she gets off, and she had contemplated riding Guardians this time, but now that's out.
That's out.
She can't do it.
Nope.
So now she doesn't get to consider enjoying the best ride there.
She
in our
also
opi- in
is
our
probably
opinion.
going to need an extended break
Yeah.
to recover.
And
Yes.
what's the closest place to break at?
Connections
Cafe. So she wobbles over to Connection Cafe and just sits in the air conditioning, except it's cold. So they have the heat on,
Oh,
which
isn't helping.
No.
just makes her more nauseous.
Maybe she would like that. I don't know.
It might make her more nauseous, but it would comfort her. She's ruled out Guardians at this point.
Yeah.
So she rests for a while, all the way till lunchtime maybe, and then has to eat
Yeah, I
at
think it might would
Connections.
take her a minute. I don't know how long it takes her to
I don't
recover
know.
you.
That would probably make
All
her
day.
sick all day.
Yeah.
She's going back to Days Inn already. No, I don't know. Maybe
They
lunch.
ruined
Maybe she just settles for lunch at Connections. But she's got to eat at Connections.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's all I know.
We'll say she breaks there long enough for lunch, finally feels a little bit better, gets her some chicken tenders at Connection. And then I don't know. She can't get Test Track is just like a 2-hour wait. And that's not gonna happen. So
Not for
maybe-
now. She might try to keep checking on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she's not going to go straight to it after lunch.
Yeah.
Although it's right there.
She may not do any more rides the rest of the day. I don't know.
She would ride Frozen or
She might
Remy.
go try Nemo.
Nemo, Soarin'.
The Living with the Land.
So some
Go
tame
trying.
rides.
So at this point, Soarin' is now soaring over USA, soaring over America.
Oh, and she really wants to ride
We
that.
could just say it's kind of a letdown. Maybe Soarin' is just not that. Maybe the Americans' places they chose weren't very good. Or maybe not.
Yeah.
Just spitballing here, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So she might try Nemo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think she would probably have to
Living
stick
with the land.
the
Like
tamer
the
stuff,
tamer ones.
Yeah.
just to give her stomach a chance the rest of the day.
She makes her way back to France and rides Remy, but even that tosses her stomach a little bit again because
Yeah,
she's just on edge.
Yep.
yeah. I feel like there's a solid chance that she either wouldn't do more rides the rest of the day,
Yep.
or if she did attempt them, it would just make her
Be
not
bad.
well.
Every ride
again.
makes her a little nauseous, but she's trying to squeeze
Yeah.
the most out of her trip.
Yeah.
So she
Yep.
does ride Remy. She does not ride Guardians.
No.
Does she get her? What other food? I mean, she's already eaten the Connections. What else we got? Does she get her beignet? Not beignet.
Oh, a crepe. She can.
Yeah, we can
we'll
give her a crepe.
So far, she's gotten a tiger tail and a grape. That's her.
Yeah.
Still no popcorn.
No popcorn.
No festival. Is there
Yeah,
a
there's
festival
no-
early in January?
Well, no. We're gonna say
Arts.
she's there maybe before the
Yeah.
Festival of the Arts starts.
Yeah, she
Okay.
doesn't get the festival stuff
Yeah.
yet. Or maybe she thought it was supposed to start, but she got her dates wrong.
Yeah.
And there's no festival.
Yeah. Yep. So no festival.
This happened to us
festival.
one time. So maybe she goes to Mexico and she thinks she's going to get in line for the Tres Caballeros, but it's really just a long line out the door for the
Margaritas.
For the margaritas.
Yeah.
So she stands in line for a really long time and then realizes it's the wrong line.
Oh no.
It happened to us one time. Let's see.
Yeah, I say
trying to
she'd
think.
probably just walk. Well,
I'd
maybe
say
walk the
that her day will be
countries.
miserable because she started
Yeah.
out her day on
Yeah.
Mission Space
We could've
Park.
I
just
don't
stopped
think
there.
we need to add
Yeah.
anything to. Yeah,
She gets to try a few
She keeps
things.
trying, yeah.
We'll say she ends up leaving before park closing. Like she just can't
So she
handle
tried.
the rest
She
of
ate
the day.
Connections and she tried some other rides.
Yeah.
Just not.
Just couldn't
Yeah.
make it
got
through,
a
Yeah.
through
crepe
the day.
and just went
Even
back.
living with the land made her a little uneasy.
Yeah, she got her crepe and then she decides to call it a day and
Back
just
to the
go
day.
back to
Does she,
days.
back to Days Inn again. Does she try to Skyliner anywhere?
I don't.
Yeah, I don't think she would. She usually doesn't seek to ride it unless it's just that she's
Okay.
either staying at a
Yeah.
resort or
Because
if she was park
because
hopping.
a friend also mentioned she rides a Skyliner and gets stuck on it,
Oh yeah,
but doesn't get any benefits from it. Like her dream,
not long enough to
her
get.
dream is to get like comped days and stuff, and she's on it for like 20 minutes and they don't give her anything. But she'd have to ride the Skyliner to do that.
I can't
so.
think of like why she would need to go ride it though.
Maybe
She thought about
this-
hopping to Hollywood.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
she thought about hopping to Hollywood to save her day, and so she goes.
Although I don't know. why.
Although, but she'd have to come back
She'd
to
have
her
to
car.
come back
Yeah,
to
she has to get back to
Epcot.
the car.
Yeah.
And I don't know why.
To
At
her
this
car.
point, you've tried saving your day multiple times at Epcot and it's
Yeah,
not working.
you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
I don't know.
I don't
Yeah.
know. Maybe we can try and add
Maybe-
that in on her Hollywood,
Hollywood
Holiday
day.
day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or I've
So-
already said it and it's funny, but it didn't work. Okay.
Yeah.
She doesn't get any
Yeah.
perks from getting stuck.
All right, so she's gone back to the Days Inn,
Yep.
calling it a night, trying to sleep off.
Yep.
Yeah,
Spaceship
she
Orange.
realizes she left her phone at. I did have written down that at some point she loses her phone.
She's
But
notorious
because
for
she
that.
does it all the time.
She does it all the time.
But this
Yeah.
time she can't just walk back and get it.
Yeah.
Maybe it got lost in the ride. Maybe she didn't
That
realize
has
it
Didn't
for.
she leave it on Finding
couple
Nemo
hours.
one
She
time?
left it on Finding Nemo, and she had to wait, because they can't just go
Yeah.
Yeah.
retrieve the
Keep
phone.
that one in mind. I
Okay.
think she should lose her phone because she does that anyway. This time it was not as easily trackable. How about
Because
that?
she leaves it on the Skyliner. When we get to that point.
Yeah.
It breaks down and she leaves it and doesn't get anything from it. All right.
All right, so day 3, she's heading to Magic Kingdom. Again, no early entry, but she can drive. But now she's got to park in the parking lot for Magic Kingdom, take the tram to Ticket and Transportation Center,
And
then
the
at Ticket
monorail
and
is down.
So she has to take
a boat,
the ferry.
She'd rather prefer the monorail
probably.
over the ferry. So the monorail.
Well, everybody's having to take the ferry at this point if the monorail is down.
Yeah, so it's just-
it's just a
more
longer
lines.
line, and it's taking
Yep.
longer for
Shouldn't
her
have
to
drove.
get there.
Should have stayed on site. I don't know why you planned this trip, Michelle.
Who's your travel planner?
What was the point?
Why did your travel agent suggest Days Inn? Sorry, Days Inn. We really shouldn't hate on Days Inn.
No, we're
so
really
much.
not.
It's just the one that we picked. No offense.
So because the monorail is down and the ferry takes a minute, she also probably doesn't make it by True Rope Drop at Magic
Yeah.
either. But
She thought she would, but she
Yeah.
didn't.
yeah, so she's starting
So
off
she
late.
misses her first lightning lane,
Oh no!
Yeah. Yep.
which was 7 drawers.
Oh no, that's awful.
Because she actually got a good 7 drawers 3 days before, and she was real
Yeah.
excited.
And that's an ILL,
It's
so
an
she
ILL,
paid extra
yeah.
for
Yeah.
that one.
She paid it and she missed it.
They might would let her on
I don't
because there was a delay if there was like a known
Yeah.
problem.
know. Or we can change it.
maybe.
We can say Peter Pan. How about that?
yeah.
Yeah.
She got a good one for Peter Pan, but because of that, she didn't make rope drop and she didn't make it back there in time. Although you get an hour window.
Yeah.
I don't know that she would miss that because of that.
We can just say she gets a delay in her day.
Okay,
Yeah.
delay.
It's already raining.
Oof. Yeah.
Cold rain again.
Could say because she couldn't select her lightning lanes till further out. Like her first lightning lane may not even be till like noon.
Oh,
You
true.
know, like so she
Yeah.
just can't. Like she has to do standby lines.
Yep.
And
Till
then
noon.
Noon is like her first.
She can't even
Lightning
scan
lane.
into one.
Yeah.
Okay. So the delay didn't cost her a ride. It just cost her more time.
Yeah.
Yeah. She
Gotcha.
just really got like she's gonna have to deal with whatever standby lines there are
Yeah.
at the beginning of the day because
Yep.
she didn't get a rope drop and she can't have her first lightning lane till noon.
I'm going to say at least on this specific trip that there was not any. Excuse me. There were not any ILLs available for Tron.
Oh,
I think that would be a
that could be-
reasonable.
Yeah.
that's reasonable.
Sorry,
It's
this is a
sold out.
nightmare trip. You have to
Yeah.
wait in line for Tron because she
Yeah,
loves
yeah.
Tron.
She does love.
Now we don't
Tron.
have to say it went down. Maybe she gets to
Yeah.
ride it, but she
gets
has to
ride it.
wait a
She
while.
just has to
Yeah.
wait
No
in that
ILL.
that queue is not fun to wait in.
No, it is not. And it's raining on this
Yeah.
trip.
Everybody crowd in under the canopy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So she waits a solid time to ride Tron.
hour and a half, 90 minutes. How about that?
90 minutes.
90-minute wait for Tron because I had no ILL.
I'm trying to think.
Space Mountain she doesn't like. She probably just would choose not to ride Space Mountain.
Oh,
though.
yeah.
no.
Okay.
We've already put her up.
Yeah, we
Mission
already
Orange.
I
put
know.
Tron.
Well, I wasn't sure how nightmare this was. I thought maybe she was like forced to ride all the rides she didn't like, kind of thing.
No.
So this is why we're working together.
Yeah. Logan's going for like the worst trip ever.
Well, it just depends on how you look at this question. You know.
Yeah.
Or do we?
I
are
was
we-
more so looking at
if
it
her
just a
life depended
little
on
bit
it and
more
we
of,
made-
like things she would not
Like-
normally choose
Yeah.
to do for like preference, not because it makes her sick, but just for
Right.
like a preference
Yeah.
reason. Like she would usually not choose to stay outside, you know, like that
Right.
kind of,
Yeah.
those kind
That's
of
fair.
things.
Yeah.
She really doesn't want to wait in a Tron line
for 90,
Yeah,
for 90
for sure.
minutes.
Yeah.
But she
sure.
loves that ride.
Yeah.
What
So-
about? And we're jumping around here, but like we've talked about snacks a little bit, but there's no popcorn.
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe she gets some cheeseburger spring rolls. I don't know, but like, are there any snacks that she doesn't like?
That she doesn't like?
Like something that she's always like, oh,
Specifically?
why do people eat that?
Oh.
I'm just thinking about her like having to settle no popcorn. You know, I
Oh,
wrote,
she doesn't like
yeah.
corn dog nuggets.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, those are really popular. She's
So
not
maybe
a
that's
big-
like she goes up to
For
a
some
snack
reason, she
stand
has to go to Casey's, and they only have corn dog nuggets left.
Yes. Yeah.
She eats a lunch of corn dog nuggets at Casey's.
Casey's, you were
Yum.
great last time we were there, by the way. Just
It was
Michelle
very
doesn't like
yummy.
your corn dog nuggets.
Yep.
I was gonna say that she also gets an exploding Dole Whip
Oh,
Yeah, in the cold.
because
Yeah.
she gave you two the hardest time about
She
your exploding
loves that
Dole
we
Whips.
had exploding Dole
She
Whips.
stood and watched and laughed at us.
She
So-
didn't even try to help
She didn't
us.
try to help us
She
clean
just
up the exploding Dole Whip.
She
She
just
just
sat
watched us
enjoying
get ice
her-
cream all over us.
enjoying her normal Dole Whip while we were struggle busting.
So now payback is a vengeance, and she gets the exploding Dole Whip.
think that's fair.
Yeah.
Yep, you're welcome. Sorry, Michelle.
We could have her potentially get stuck on Tiana's at the top of the drop.
Oh no! I was gonna say we've gotten stuck on
Yeah.
Tiana's before,
But right
But,
before
like,
it goes down.
yeah,
Or that,
but
or
not at that point did we get
I
stuck.
think she was the one that said she wouldn't mind getting stuck on Small World.
Yeah,
I was
she'd
thinking
probably be
like
fine
that
on
would be
Small
my
World.
nightmare if I got
She
stuck
likes
on Small World.
Yeah.
That song would drive you insane in 2 hours. Okay, so she's stuck at the top of Tiana's. And, of course, it's still cold.
And
That's
it's
another-
raining on and off all
Raining,
day.
misty.
And that's another one of her bucket lists where she wants the boat to sink so she
Yeah.
can get free things.
Yeah.
But because they got stuck at the top and the boat didn't sink, all she got
was
wet and like an option to come back and ride Tiana's again.
Yeah. yeah.
Like they gave her a lightning lane to
But
come
just
back.
for that.
Just
Like,
for Tiana.
Tiana's. Okay. All right.
Which I'm gonna say she probably doesn't end up
Yeah,
using.
she doesn't.
No.
She
just-
doesn't cash
She's mad
that
at
one
that
in.
point.
And at this point, she needs a break, so she goes and sits in the Hall of Presidents while also wet again.
Yeah.
Wet and cold. Right, because Tiana's is over there near it.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, so she goes
Yeah.
and sits in the Hall of Presidents.
And she probably normally would not choose to go to Hall of Presidents.
No.
So
But
She
today,
likes it, but
she's
probably
just
it's
trying
not one
anything.
she
yeah.
goes
Yeah.
for much.
Thunder Mountain's,
lately.
actually, it's open now.
Oh,
Yeah.
We can just say it's a long wait, and she had to wait for it.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. She's basically
No
having
lightning
to wait.
lanes.
Yeah.
A lot of the lightning lanes ran out fast.
Her lightning lanes didn't start till around noon.
Yeah.
So by the time she starts getting to pick new lightning lanes, they're
Slim
not.
pickings.
Yeah,
You're also, again,
they're really
who
late.
knows how long
Yeah.
you were stuck in one ride.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she's mostly having to do
She's not having
standbys
any
today.
luck.
You had to
with
go
lightning
wash. You had to
lane.
go clean up after your exploding Dole Whip.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yep.
I'm trying to think.
Fantasyland, we haven't been over there much. Is there
I would
anything
say no
for
sit
this
down
trip?
restaurants period on this trip.
No.
I think she only gets to go to quick service
Yeah.
or
Yeah,
snack
because the
carts.
reservations were all full.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do they even take reservations for one?
They do.
They
They
do.
do.
Bummer. But she
But
doesn't
she
want.
also she
doesn't
didn't
want
get
to
to
eat by
select
herself.
30. She could not select until
Yeah.
30 days out.
Yes.
Because she was staying off.
And most of the
site,
good
so-
ones were gone at good times, and she didn't
Yeah.
want to eat by herself.
So she's just
at
doing
a
quick
nice
service
place.
on
Yeah.
this trip.
Okay. All right.
Um,
Corn dogs.
say the fireworks show, not that she like loves it like I do. It gets
But definitely
canceled
rained
because
out.
of the rain
Ooh,
and the
yeah.
parade.
The
It
parade's
gets-
also canceled
gets
because of the
rained
weather.
out.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
Nobody that listens to us is ever going in January.
It's really not this
It
bad. guys,
really
we
isn't
promise.
that bad.
It's actually
We're
great.
just thinking of
We're
every
just trying to create
possible
a terrible week for her.
bad scenario
we're
that
so
could happen.
nice. We went in January this year and absolutely loved it.
Yes.
So low crowds.
Was a little
It
chilly.
got a little
Got a
chilly
little-
one of the
got like
nights.
but not.
mid-40s,
I did not feel
low
like it
50s.
was as bad as
Yeah.
that December.
It didn't rain.
Yeah.
We just got
It just
chilly
the
weather.
wind was terrible.
And I guess that would
Yeah.
probably be the end of her
Magic Kingdom
Magic
Day.
Kingdom Day. 'Cause
Yeah.
if she's not, if
No
the
parades, no
parade's
No
Fireworks.
parade, no
Again, merch.
fireworks.
She's like, okay, well, my
She's
saving grace will be
struggling.
merch, and
She's-
she every time she goes into Emporium or any other merch store, it's just
Yeah.
packed and no sizes.
Does she get to ride the monorail on the way back to her car?
Sure.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
It's
she
just
has to deal with like closing,
crowded.
Oh,
like
yeah.
closing crowds.
Everybody's probably
Yeah.
leaving early at
Yeah.
this point. Since
Were you gonna
the-
say anything else when we were
no,
talking about
I don't
leaving
think
early?
so. I think just
Before I said merch.
it was not a awesome day at
Ugh,
Magic Kingdom.
I'll say.
Having no luck with lightning lanes.
Yeah.
and
The
now
delay.
Yeah. And
the
now when she
rain.
leaves, she has to deal with all the crowds getting back on the ticket and transportation monorail
And then driving
to
back.
get back to her, to get to the tram, to get to her car.
Then having to drive to
And
the
now
Yeah.
she's really strongly considering that $8,000 room at Whole Foods. And it's not available anymore.
And so her last day,
She's going
going to Hollywood.
Going to Hollywood,
Studios.
which she's already like, well, crap, I didn't have my luck at Magic Kingdom, which is my favorite park. What good is Hollywood going to do for me? But she's going to go through with it anyway.
Yep.
And is this the one where we said that so she couldn't get Slinky Dog because it was sold out by the time she could select her lightning
Yeah.
lanes?
Yep.
Which is reasonable.
So she was going to try to rope drop
Maybe
it.
she does make it for rope drop, but she gets there and Slinky is just down.
Shut
Delayed opening.
No, it's down
Or
the
shut-
whole day.
Man, we're shutting down
Not
all of her rides.
going to
Star-
get to ride.
Star Tours is open.
Well,
She can go to Star Tours,
And close
followed
her
by
eyes.
Millennium Falcon. Star Tours, Millennium Falcon. All of a sudden, there's a heat snap, and it's like 100 degrees at the hottest park, which is Hollywood Studios. No, I'm kidding. What else? I mean, what else can go bad there? I don't. She just doesn't love it anyway.
let's see.
She doesn't love the food there. I think she liked Woody's Roundup Rodeo, but
She likes
We
the
said-
Woody's lunchbox
Woody's
Yeah.
lunchbox.
for breakfast.
They
So she
only-
can have that. Like she
Yeah.
should, like she can,
It has to get a Pop-Tart,
yeah, she'll get a Pop
but
Tart.
they only have specialty flavors.
I don't know what
for-
those flavors
I don't either.
are.
If it were Halloween time, I could think of some gross flavors, but I can't think of any January flavors. We've given her one good snack at every place, so she
Yeah,
can have
that's
a
true. Yeah.
Pop-Tart.
Giving her one good snack.
A Tiger Tail,
Um,
a Pop-Tart, some cheeseburger spring rolls. I don't know. I
see.
mean, what you've got? Rise
Well,
of Resistance.
most
You
of
got
their
Minnie and Mickey's Runaway.
I'm trying to think, like,
Got some
because
shows.
most of their shows are like covered, like
Yeah.
or inside.
Yeah.
The only one that's not is Phantasmic, and it could get rained out.
Yeah.
It
Which
does.
I was going to
It
say
does.
It does.
Or if
Trained
we
out.
really wanted to be mean, she didn't check the hours ahead of time,
And it closed
it's
early
closed
for an
early
event.
for a cheerleading
Yeah.
event.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's Phantasmic's not even an option.
Yeah.
What early? 6, 5?
Usually I think 6 o'clock is
Yeah,
usually the
probably.
closing.
So
for
they
those.
they have a cheerleading award
Yeah.
ceremony. It closes at 6, so her last day is abbreviated. No Phantasmic. Most
Which
of the
is
shows.
why she considers taking the Skyliner over to Epcot
Yes.
so she can get more time out of her day.
So at close at 6,
Yeah.
she's going to go to Epcot for a few hours.
Yeah.
She gets on the sky. You're so proud of yourself.
Got it in there.
So she gets on the Skyliner, breaks down long enough to be annoying and maybe a little scary. Maybe she's high, but not long enough for Disney
High
to
in
give
the
her
air,
High in
anything.
the
not
air.
high as in.
She breaks down long enough and high. How would that be taken any other way?
I don't know, the way you phrased it, it sounded like she's high.
No,
Like,
I'll listen back. Yeah, she is high in the air. At this point,
she might be led to doing drugs. I don't know.
so anyway, but not long enough for them to give her some perks when she gets off.
Yeah.
So that dream is still spoiled.
She had 2 almost bucket list things happen to her, but she didn't get
The Tianas.
It wasn't long enough, or the situation wasn't good
Yeah.
enough that she got the perks from it.
So Tiana's and Skyliner
Yeah.
bucket list items still didn't happen.
Yeah.
She makes it to Epcot, but she realizes when she gets to the ticket booth that she's lost her phone
On the Skyliner.
on the Skyliner.
On the Skyliner.
So she has to go back
She has no ticket.
to the Skyliner to discuss with the cast members that she left her phone on one. Except
How
her,
do you know
her
which
phone,
one?
her phone, she was in one that was not, did not have any characters on it. It was just a
a
regular
blank
one. We'll say
It's a red one.
It's a red one.
It's just a red one.
So,
we had
and
to
she
watch-
doesn't remember what number she was in because
man,
they
we're gonna
are
have to-
numbered.
We're going to have to wait for it to come back around.
Or
There
get
you
turned
go.
in at that point, because I
Yeah,
don't
I
even
know.
know how you would.
I don't know
how
what you would
know.
do.
You'd
Because
you'd-
also she has to figure out how to get back to Hollywood Studios
Yeah.
to get
To
her
get her
car.
car.
She's still got to get back to Hollywood. So she might as well just.
But she's
get her
not going to
phone and
be
ride.
able to ride the Skyliner, I guess, over there, right? Or no,
she could ride it,
She
yeah.
could ride it because the Skyliner entrance is at the parking lot.
Yeah.
Even if even if Hollywood's closed early, you're saying.
Yes. Yeah.
So at
Yeah.
this point, by the time she finds her phone, there's no point in staying at
Yeah,
Epcot.
she doesn't
She's
stay at
not
She
gonna
just gets
stay
her
at
phone,
Epcot.
rides the Skyliner back over there.
Yeah.
Yep.
We could even say that it broke down on the way back rather than on the way. But either way, it doesn't matter.
Either way.
No, because the breakdown causes time, so that's good. It wastes her time.
And causes her to lose her phone.
Yes. And she
Oh, yes.
doesn't get to go try
Now
to
we-
have a better
was there
ending to Epcot.
was there anything else at Hollywood Studios? Because she wasn't there very long.
No.
It wasn't. Just didn't hit the spot.
Yeah.
Well, she stayed till what?
stayed till 6.
Yeah, but what did she do?
She probably did some shows.
She probably did some shows.
But she had to wait in line for 'em.
Yeah. Because she didn't get good
Never
line
got to do.
options.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think considering
Yeah.
the
Paid-
fact that it closes early and then the Skyliner ordeal and
Yeah.
losing her phone happens that day, we can just
Good
let the
enough.
rest.
And we can say she did get to ride Rise of Resistance, but she paid a premium.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She had to pay like the highest they've ever had.
Yeah.
Rise of Resistance
Yeah.
ILL.
so she-
$35.
she's going to get to do some of her
Yeah.
her favorite things while she's there. Just
I don't
Yeah.
think she's done any of her favorite.
well, we can't talk about every single thing. I guess
No,
that
I
she
know.
does.
She's
Get
getting
it.
to do. She's getting to do some of her normal.
We're
things.
highlighting the negative
Yeah.
things that happen
and the stuff
throughout
she
the day.
wouldn't choose, but
Yeah.
in between, she's getting to have some
She's
good
getting to have
rides.
some good snacks.
Some of her favorite
Some of her
snacks
snacks, not
still.
popcorn.
We've given her
Yeah.
one snack. No popcorn.
She can have her spring rolls at Magic Kingdom.
Do they?
Sorry, I
find
meant
her-
one per part.
Do they find her phone or?
Yeah, I'd
Yeah,
say
sure.
they end
Okay.
up finding it.
But it
Find
was
her
dead, so they
phone.
couldn't call it. No, I'm
Finds her
kidding.
phone in time for her to be able to go back to
Yeah.
the hotel because
Yeah.
she needs her GPS. You know,
Yeah.
we don't want her stranded.
Because she doesn't know her way to Days Inn yet. It's not
She's
like just
trying
jumping
not
on
to
a bus.
remember.
Yes. Well, if it were
Wow.
resort property, she wouldn't have to know the way back. But with this, she does.
Is there anything else?
Then I guess
She has to get back to
she
the
just
Days
has
Inn
to go
pack?
back to the Days Inn, pack up her stuff.
Their
maybe-
checkout is 9 a.m.
maybe her one.
They don't have a noon checkout.
Maybe pack up like her one or two pieces of merch
Yeah,
that
I
she was
know.
able to find in her size.
No, and one size smaller, one size larger. She settled finally at Hollywood to just buy a couple of things
She's
that barely
definitely
fit.
not bringing back anything for us on this
Oh,
trip.
no.
Hey, they had plenty of double XL. She could bring stuff back for
Oh
me.
yeah.
Just kidding. We planned this trip for her. She's not buying us anything.
No.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that would be a pretty
Yeah.
bummer trip for her based off of what we got. And then on top of that, she has to drive back home the next day.
Yep.
So
Yep.
Drive back. You want to read off what we
which
got?
There's nothing exciting about driving home after a trip in general, but I feel like after you've had a terrible
trip,
having
like-
to drive home
Yes.
is just
Yeah.
like the icing on the
Yeah.
cake.
Yeah.
So
So real
Yeah.
quick, what do we got?
all right. So we decided that Michelle is going sometime in the winter season, and it happens to be a very cold and rainy week.
Yep.
And also during peak cheerleader time. So she's got crowd and cold. We have decided that she's staying at the Days Inn somewhere over near Universal Studios. So she has roughly a 30-minute commute unless she hits traffic, which is always possible each day.
I want to say one quick, no offense, cheerleaders. We have some friends that are
Oh,
cheerleaders.
yeah.
We just know that's the busiest
It's
and
just
craziest
a busy-
time.
It's just
Crazy
a
time.
lot of people there.
Yeah.
All right, go.
At one time, where you would think there wouldn't be a lot of people there. So we love you, cheerleaders. We just don't want to be there at the same time. Okay. We go in off seasons for a reason.
Yep.
She has chosen to drive this trip. She is not flying,
Yep.
but that's helpful because she's staying off-site.
Off-site.
But she may or may not have to pay for parking each
Yeah.
day, depending on her annual pass holder level. And the whole reason she decided to go on this trip was because she was seeking a certain popcorn bucket.
Yes.
So that's kind of our,
Although she made it a 4-day trip, 5-day trip.
yeah,
but she
but
just wanted one
it's
popcorn.
Michelle. She'll
Yep.
extend it.
Oh, yeah.
So I think those are our generics. She starts off her trip at Animal Kingdom, where the popcorn bucket is already sold out because she could not get there at early entry, and it's
sad.
sold out in that time.
I said so sad.
As to which point she also finds out that due to a crazy virus, popcorn will not be available, period, throughout her entire trip.
All right.
She has a decent day at Animal Kingdom. She has to start out at Cali River Rapids, though, because since she's staying off-site, all of her lightning lanes are messed up because she did not get to select them until 3 days prior to each day.
Yep.
She had to wake up 4 days in a row at 6 a.m. to make those reservations. So she gets wet right away, sits in Finding Nemo, burr. Just in general, doesn't have the greatest day at Animal Kingdom. So she leaves, goes and checks in at Days Inn, and then drives back to Disney Springs. At which point, most of Disney Springs is shut down due to a private event. So it's rainy and cold, and her only option is to eat at Guy's Chicken and Fries. Good first day.
Not sorry, Guy. You need to improve your chicken.
Day 2, she decides to head to Epcot. At which point, again, because of the lightning lane situation, Mission Space the ride was the only thing available for her to go, and her original plan was, I will just scan in and not go on the ride. But somehow she ends up being forced to go on the ride in order for her lightning lanes to actually open up for the rest of the day. And she accidentally chooses orange instead of green. Ooh. Not a good day.
Now she doesn't need any lightning lanes.
She did not take any Dramamine before.
She was planning to ride it.
So we have her not feeling very good and having to take a break at Connections Cafe, where she's there until lunchtime because that's how long it took her to recover. She has to eat lunch there. And then honestly, the rest of her day, we're not sure if she gets to ride anything. She might try to ride some of the tamer things, but we're pretty positive Orange will just mess her up the rest of the day.
The night early.
She does get herself a crepe, though, before heading home early to try to rest up for day 3.
See, we give her one snack every day.
Which is Magic Kingdom Day. She has to get there, and because she's driving, she has to take the tram to Ticket and Transportation Center, at which point she finds out the monorail is down. So everybody is forced to take the ferry boat, causing a delay to get into Magic Kingdom. At which point she misses Rope Drop, and her first lightning lane was not until noon, again because of her situation. So she has to deal with standby lines. She ends up waiting 90 minutes for Tron. That's good. She loves it, but there were no ILLs available. Also, for some reason, at some point in the day, she has to eat the corn dog nuggets at Casey.
For some reason. Just forced you to eat corn dog nuggets.
She does get cheeseburger spring rolls, but she also chooses to get a Dole Whip, which explodes on her because karma. She does also end up getting stuck at the top of Tiana's right before it goes down, which is a little terrifying experience for her, but it's not tragic enough that she gets any of the cool freebies because the boat didn't sink or anything like that. All she gets is a lightning lane opportunity to come back and try it again, which we've said she probably doesn't cash in on. At some point after Tiana sits in Hall of Presidents to rest, but it gets a little chilly. And pretty much this whole day she has to be standby because the lightning lanes just rain out quick. It's raining because it's cold and rainy. The fireworks and parade get rained out. And so therefore, when she leaves at the end of the night, everybody else is also leaving at the same time. So she has to deal with the crowds. But she does get to take the monorail back to the parking lot.
After an hour and 12-minute wait.
Which leads us to our last day at Hollywood Studios. Again, because she was staying off-site, she was not able to get a Slinky Dog lightning lane. So her plan was to rope drop at regular rope drop. She gets the shin splints all the way back there, and only to find out that Slinky Dog is down and that it's not just delayed, it's actually going to be closed the whole day. Because mechanical problems. But it's okay because Woody's lunchbox is open and she does get to have a Pop-Tart and gets her a good breakfast there. So hopefully that'll make up for it. She does get to ride Rise of the Resistance, see some shows, but whoops, she forgot to look ahead at the schedule. And it turns out that Hollywood Studios is closing down that night early for a cheerleading event. So she has to leave by 6 p.m. At which point she says, that's okay. I'll just hop over to Epcot. Maybe since I had a rough day there, I'll take the Skyliner over to Epcot and it'll be fine. But she ends up getting stuck on the Skyliner, which we're like, woo, that's her bucket list thing. But it, again, doesn't end up being long enough or tragic enough that she gets any perks from it. And she gets off, she goes to log in or goes to scan into Epcot and realizes she's left her phone on the Skyliner. At which point, there's no point in trying to stay at Epcot. So she goes back to the cast members. They try to track her phone down. We're going to say they find it eventually. And she just takes the Skyliner back over incident-free to Hollywood Studios to get her car. And she makes the long drive back to Days Inn where she has to pack up, think about her decisions for the trip, and make the long drive home the next morning.
Tune in a few weeks from now when we reveal
How did we do?
this itinerary to Michelle. How did we do? What do you think she's going to say?
I think the word terrible is going to be mentioned a few times.
Oh, that's terrible. Oh, that's terrible.
And
we're like, what?
yeah.
I'm not sure we're going to get through day one before she's like, I'm done with this episode. It's not happening. Let's just move on.
I'm hoping other people put ideas in the comments.
Yes.
To
yes.
add
If we
to
missed
her
out.
tragic
Yeah.
Disney trip.
Yes.
If you guys can think of any decisions Michelle would probably not make for herself and or just like
Terrible things that happen.
scenarios, that would not be great.
Yeah.
Please let us know in your comments. And
Ooh,
again,
we could probably read some of them when we
Yeah.
That's
go
a
over
great
this
idea.
trip with Mom.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's
leave some
back.
comments
Yeah.
on our Facebook or our YouTube, or I guess you can comment on Spotify and Apple
Yep.
and iTunes. Just let
Yeah.
us know some other things that we could have included, and we'll definitely read them
Yeah.
on air
Yeah.
that's a great idea.
in our reveal episode.
Yeah.
One thing I forgot, I mentioned characters,
Yeah.
or I wrote them down, but we
Yeah.
didn't touch on
We
that.
didn't really
So
talk about that.
there could be something there. But
Yeah.
you guys
Yeah.
have the ideas. Throw them out at
Yeah.
us.
Let us know, and we'll definitely read them off when we review this.
I'm hoping she
Michelle.
doesn't listen.
I think we should tell her not to listen.
Because we
Would
have
that
an
make her listen?
idea. I don't think so.
No,
I think we
she
tell
would
her if
respect it.
there's like
Okay.
a
Yeah.
follow-up episode
'Cause
to include
Yeah.
her.
Okay.
I don't know
then
how
I
we-
don't think
yeah.
think she would.
Okay.
I don't
I think
know
she'd
how
listen
we
to us.
don't do a follow-up episode.
Yeah. Oh no, we have
Oh,
to
yeah.
do. No,
So-
we have to do one at this
Yeah.
point.
Absolutely.
I think she would listen and
Yeah.
know.
So you have
Yeah.
from now until the follow-up episode to let us know what
Yeah.
other things you'd
Yeah.
like to see Michelle do on her nightmare trip.
I feel like we did pretty good.
I think so.
Or
Yeah.
terrible. That's
Yeah,
the point.
pretty terrible.
yeah.
So
It's not a trip any of us want to go on, so
No.
imagine Michelle.
not at all. Also,
No.
our nightmare
Yeah.
trip to Disney.
Ooh, we should do another episode where we all plan our own nightmare trip.
Yeah.
No.
I think it would involve a lot
I
of
think
the
it
same
would be a lot of
things.
the same things.
We are all very similar, which is
Yeah.
why we travel well together. So, well, that's it for now. Like we said, if you guys have any other ideas or things you felt like we left out, let us know. And we will be doing a follow up to this at some point in the coming weeks. So stay tuned for that. And we will see you guys next time on To the Magic and Beyond.
Sorry, Michelle.